Stupid.
It's rude. Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Welcome everybody to Kasson Avenue. The boys are back. You know, we didn't even leave last week. We're back again anyway. It's episode number 183 today. We are happy to have you all here with us. Happy Father's Day to the men out there handling business. You know, Pop's right now abroad, but happy Father's Day to him. Yeah, man, hit subscribe and like and all that shit. You know, as you normally do.
How come it's abroad and not like a man?
Feminism.
I just feel like sometimes you got to look at words and be like, why did they make it?
I always remember like mailman.
Especially when there's like a specific counter to that.
Yeah. Well, most things have some kind of contrast, but not always invoked. You know.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. Welcome to the show. I'm your host Adam. Here with my brother Osama. The dog is also here. You know, looking fresh. Got a little bit of Bulls and a little bit of Cubs happening. You know?
The blue is really what I was looking for. I was just looking for a blue.
I try. That happens sometimes, but I strategically make sure not to mix the teams up like that, unless it's a shirt that has.
Well,
all
it's not
three
like
teams.
it's opposing cities.
I got a shirt that has the Bulls, the Cubs, and the Bears in one logo.
Yeah.
That you can kind of like. It's like a chameleon. You can wear whatever hat you want to with it.
Well, I feel the same way about any sports team from Chicago. It's not like
What if you had a Sox jersey and a
that
Cubs
would
hat?
be different. I wouldn't
How?
do that.
It's exactly what you just said.
But this is two different leagues. They can't even face each other.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, keep it consistent.
Hey, you know what that reminds me of? I just saw something that there something called I forget the name of it, but it's basically golf. Oh, fall
Frolfing? Frolf?
No, it's
Frisbee golf.
No, it's soccer golf.
Solf?
I don't remember it. Let's stop doing that. That
Gawker?
So it's essentially on a golf course,
Right.
Or something similar to it. I don't
field of some
I don't
sort.
feel like it's 400 yards. That would
open
be a
field.
lot to ask people to just keep kicking a ball down. But
I mean, that's what they do for soccer. It's literally soccer.
I get it. But anyway, listen. So, but the hole pause is a little bigger, right? Enough for the ball to like just pop in there. So like I watched people kick out of sand traps. It's I was like, I would take part in that. And it got me thinking, I was like, how come I've never come up with a hybrid sport?
I still am a
So
big
maybe
advocate
some
for
sort of-
basketball. You know? I still think
Well,
that's a great idea.
That's already
Yeah, but it's not like a league. Why don't they start a fucking league like that?
somebody would have. Maybe they did.
Well, I've never
Maybe
heard
it
of
was
I don't think.
unsuccessful.
Well, somebody should try it again.
I don't
Try again, motherfucker. You know?
I don't know. But this
It's like the
football,
line
this
that made
foot-
Michael Blackson popular.
this soccer golf seems like a cool little sport. I'd play that.
What's the name? We got to like figure out what the name of that
I'll
is.
look it up.
Soccer golf. Speaking of sports and physical activities, I don't know if I spoke about this here yet, but I thought it was funny, right? And I'm not like this is not a podcast that fat shames people or shames people for doing anything. You do what you got to do, man. But this was just particularly stupid, and I might fat shame him a little bit. So, it's a fat guy,
Foot golf.
foot golf.
You
Well, that's not very.
It seems like it's something we should have thought of.
But it's not like creative. You would think somebody would have more creativity than that. So this guy is riding a bicycle, right? Like a bicycle. Schwinn fucking Armstrong. Shirtless. Very obvious he's a fat guy. But this bicycle has one unique feature. It is a motorized bicycle. It's not a motorcycle. It's a bicycle that has a motor on it.
Okay.
If you're a fat guy and you're getting out there to do some exercise, all right, I'm gonna get on this bike. Yeah. But then the bike does all the work for you, it kind of defeats the purpose. You know?
I mean, I don't.
I thought it was real stupid when I saw it. I was like, why are you doing this? If you're gonna be fat, at least get on a bicycle that you have to pedal.
I don't. Maybe. Okay. So listen, we're gonna get really offensive here. I don't know that's a. Do you think that they're able to do that? That they're able to.
I feel like bikes like that should have a weight limit of like 180 pounds. If you're heavier than that, don't get on this.
I don't.
You're too fat for this.
That aside, I don't know that like overweight folks can pedal so easily.
He was on a bicycle.
Yeah, I'm saying like
It's two wheels, same way.
you don't. No. I don't think that. Yeah, but their legs are way bigger. I don't know that they're
They had
able.
pedals on the bike still. You
Yeah,
know
but
what
I
mean?
don't think they can. pedaling requires you to be able to like pump your legs continuously. I don't.
So start at an exercise bike in your house, and then once you're able to comfortably pedal, then get on an actual bicycle, and go for a ride. Don't let the bicycle ride you. You might as well get in a car. I don't understand.
What if they don't have a car?
You would then walk, boy.
What if they listen? You got to understand that might be the best way they can do it. Some people are really fat, man.
This guy was not too fat to pedal a bicycle.
How do you? Well, then he's not.
The bicycle seat would have been stuck up his ass if he was that fat.
Then why? Then
All
fat
right.
shouldn't really be a thing. I mean, maybe he was just a little overweight. Because to me,
you're moving the goalpost.
A truly like. Listen, are we talking about obese?
I'm talking about like he was in the 300 plus pound range.
How tall is he?
Not very tall. I couldn't tell if he was on sitting down on a bike.
Okay, but how? But like you can probably make an assessment. We're calling this man fat. The least we could do is break down like his physical attributes. So do you.
No.
Out of shape.
I don't have titties.
Middies.
You haven't even seen me without a shirt on in like 19 years.
I can still see they poke through the shirt.
No, man.
Yeah, man.
You're wrong.
I'm not.
You're wrong, player. You're wrong.
Okay, so listen. What I'm saying is
he had like a full-on titty, like a Peter Griffin titty.
At different levels of fat, I'm assuming there are different restrictions on what you can do physically. And what that would mean to me is that maybe
you can get on a bike and balance yourself on a bike, and
if it's a motorized bike, it's easier.
Man,
riding a bike, but requires different physical things. That if you are as large as you are,
I'm telling you, I've seen this man. He could have pedaled the bike.
5'7". Is that the height?
No, I don't know.
How
again? He was sitting down, fool.
yeah. But I'm saying if you're like 6'5" and 300,
no, you're making this a really annoying conversation. Now,
well, I mean, we gotta have some sort of like structure here. Can't just keep calling the man fat and an asshole.
I said if you're gonna get on a bicycle as a fat man, make it where you pedal. That's a very reasonable statement.
And I'm saying that a fat man might not be able to pedal. And I'm also realizing that regardless of what side of the argument you stand on, we're both being really offensive right now.
No, it's not even offensive. Listen, man. All right, listen. Fat, at some point, is just unhealthy.
Well, of course.
Having a belly is one thing, and then being fat
I believe
is
it's a decision to be fat.
So
if you want to be fat, then you be fat.
Then why even get on a bicycle and subject yourself to
You gotta get places. You gotta get places.
He wasn't going nowhere.
It's not like he was on a scooter, an electrical scooter. He was on a bike that was motorized.
At least if he was on an electrical scooter, he'd be standing up.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know that? Are they able to do? Listen, some people are big.
Yes, because I see that man regularly. He lives in my neighborhood. He stands up all the time.
There's a reason
he walks around with his shirt off all day long.
There is a reason I'm asking you if he's 6'5", 300 or 5'7", 300. Those are way two different people.
He's not 6'5".
One's like some sort of defenseman in the NFL, and the other one is definitely not that.
I would clearly know. If you're 6'5", 300 pounds, and you were like defensive lineman type of shit, I'm not going to be like, oh, this fat bastard on a bike.
You'd be surprised. Some of them would look like that, but they're twinkle toes and shit.
You killed my topic completely.
Sorry.
I was enjoying it at first, but there we are. So, moving on. We have other things to talk about, obviously. We're fresh into this, but is there anything life-related that you would like to discuss first? Any...
The way you said that is like you expect there to be.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, is there anything that
you want to tell the people what's happened to you recently?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, if there is anything,
not much of anything really. Just trying to go through the motions, man. Just I this weekend I've been
like pedaling a bicycle.
We got the Monday off for Juneteenth.
Yes, indeed.
So that's good. That's tomorrow. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and try and do as little as possible. That doesn't require. Well, as far as the house, I want to do some stuff, but like outside of the house, I don't really want to go anywhere. So that's all I got going on. Probably.
Okay. Well, I mean, you don't have to have things going on.
I mean, it would be nice if I had some stuff going on.
Utilize your platform to say whatever might be on your mind. You know?
Sometimes when you say you have nothing going on, it seems like even to yourself that you seem like a pretty sad individual.
Well, when you're a grown adult and
you
have a day off of work where you would typically work, you want to do those as little as possible on those days.
Yeah, I got to do some stuff outside though. I'm gonna put a fire on this afternoon here about 7:00. Do a little bonfire.
At this point, that's like past the afternoon.
Yeah, I know. As I said it, I kind of had already said it. So it's
what is the time frame that makes up the afternoon? But I guess it's not really super important.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's talk about the finals.
I wish we had like a
Why are
like a
the,
randomizer so we could just be like, and this will be the next topic that comes up.
yeah, we haven't made enough money for that. So at all. MJ sold the Hornets.
MJ sold his stake in the Hornets. Yes, he did. He was
He made thrice his original investment, actually.
which I think it was like over like a 12-year period or some shit like that.
Yeah, 12 years I think he was owner. But I guess he made what? Something like $1 billion.
A billion, cajillion, fulfillion. Wait, man, that always deserves a round of applause. Go MJ,
Go MJ. Go MJ. It's your birthday.
He retains some stake in the I guess the company, what's it called, the organization. He remains a minority owner, but he did part of the new investing team involves J. Cole. I don't really know who else was in it.
Well, that's cool. I mean, it makes sense that J. Cole would be
North Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, he's a North Carolina representative and probably one of the better ones. I mean, that are I guess, public figures. At the level he is, he's a pretty good rep. So, I mean, I'm sure he's going to do some good things, or maybe his influence will help them do some different and probably good things at the same time.
He's a hoop fan.
Yeah,
from North Carolina.
He's going to put himself on the roster.
I'll just be a backup to the backup. Reserve.
Who's the new guy? Is like disguise himself.
He comes with a haircut. Like
it's me, guys. It's me.
I was watching some interview with him recently, actually, and I don't know like how recent the interview was. I think sometime in the last couple of months at maximum, but it might have been more recent than that. Some white guy was interviewing him, asking him just about like his journey.
Is it important that the guy was white?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really.
Then why you have to say it?
Because why not? It's a fact, He's a white guy. But I will say this: his delivery in his interview wasn't great.
Who?
The guy who was interviewing him. J. Cole was fine. Like
I was gonna say, J. Cole wasn't good at getting an interview. I've never seen that.
He's well spoken, But the guy himself, like he would ask him a question, and then while J. Cole is in the middle of like watching it, made me want to slap him, because he kept jumping in and like saying more things and like basically like as he's answering, how somebody would be like you're trying to tell me how your day was going. I was like, oh, and you drove in your car to go there, like, and just kind of like butting in to like answer your question for you.
Got it.
He did that the entire time.
Well,
but it was a good interview otherwise. I mean, he was talking about, how he made his way to a rapper and like, back in the day, how he was basically trying to determine, he asked him like what his first love was, right? Between basketball. And music. And he was like, he chose music actually.
Oh, wow.
But he was basically like, I always had a knack for rapping. Like, I would be, if I'm out there like trying to play basketball at the whatever local basketball court out there, it's like, I'm not killing everybody who's like older than me and all that shit. Like, he's like, I felt confident, but I wasn't like out there killing everybody. He's like, but when it came to music, it doesn't matter what age group I was in there. Like, I was out there delivering,
Yeah, it makes sense.
So he was like,
I can see that being
there was just like
a good reason for picking music.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the first thing that he felt truly dominant in.
Yeah.
In his ability.
That he said that for sure.
Okay.
But like he's like, 12, 13, 14 years old. He's like, I'm out there just hanging out with the big boys doing that. And they told a story about like being like a 12-year-old kid, or maybe even a little bit younger, smoking cigarettes and shit. And like his brother snitched on him. His older brother snitched on him to his mom.
Older brother? I remember Adam snitching on me a few times. He got my ass whooped.
I mean, you know what I mean? I didn't know what I was doing.
I want to skip to this topic because I think it's pretty funny.
Okay.
Or interesting, right? Pat Sajak, he's leaving.
And Vanna White.
Is he leaving now or is it
next year?
So this next season is this last? He's
I don't
doing
know
a
if they're doing
farewell.
seasons.
He's doing a farewell tour. Yeah, it is. They said in the 41st season or something like that.
But like, what? Again, it's one of those things. Like, I don't know what dictates the season.
Well, give a round of applause for Pat Sajak.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't. Do you think they replace him like they replaced Alex Trebek?
They're gonna replace him for sure.
Do you think Vanna White stays?
I don't know, man. They've been a tag team for too long. Like, I don't know if I don't know if she's gonna be like, yeah, like I'll work with the next guy.
So let's play. Who will they replace this with? Like, is it gonna become?
It's time to play.
Are they gonna make it more of a hip show, so to speak?
Like they're gonna bring like Jimmy Fallon in to host or something.
No, I don't think they'll do Jimmy Fallon. Do you?
Well, he's
do you
got
think
enough
you're
shows
gonna do
going on.
Steve Harvey?
No, Steve Harvey's busy with his judge
What?
show that he
What
does now.
in the hell?
Yeah, have you ever watched that
I
Steve
just
Harvey
like how he
judge show?
pronounces that H so much. So
Why are you
much.
putting so much emphasis on the H?
What?
Cool. Did you see the judge show that he does?
Who?
Steve Harvey.
He's a judge,
He does a judge show like Judge
like
Judy.
Judge Mathis.
Yeah, like those.
He's the judge.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually
He
a
has a
judge.
gavel and everything.
He just sits at the.
What's it called? I'll watch that show.
I don't know the exact name, but Steve Harvey judge show. There's only gonna be one. You know?
Okay, so Pat Sajak leaves, and let's say Vanna White's like, I'm out with my mans, right? And she leaves. So now we got 2 vacant spots.
So now we got to find a new letter turning lady.
We got to find the guy to stand at the wheel. We got to
a
find
new lead letter lady.
and what is she gonna look like? What's she gonna be dressed like? She gonna be like, she gonna be twerking to
Is
the.
she gonna be like a hot blonde chick? Is she gonna be like?
She gonna be twerking to the letters.
I mean, I guess that'd be 2023-ish.
That would definitely be 20. We're in idiocracy right now, so that would definitely be a 2020.
I feel like, and don't shoot me for this, but there's probably gonna be some LGBT representation up there in the new Wheel of Fortune.
Probably, I would
world.
assume so. But isn't it already represented with the like? There's so many colors on the wheel.
I mean, I guess technically, but like this, that would make this representative of that. See, we're all inclusive as well.
Yes, we are.
No, I don't know. I don't know who might. I know that his daughter has been there a lot recently, and I think they're like trying to
Fill in for
trying to
him.
groom her in
Like,
a
what
sort
has
of
she
way.
been doing? Like guest hosting
While
while he's out or while he's there?
No, he's there. She's like pops up at the end and like talks with them a lot, and like she'll stand with him and Vanna. And
How old is his daughter? Like 40?
No, I think she's like in her 20s, somewhere mid to late 20s.
She hot?
She alright. She's a little skinny, but she's real tall.
Tall? How tall is he?
I don't know.
She's taller than
I
him?
don't have the facts about.
She's taller than
I don't have
him?
my Pat Sajak fact book.
Fat book?
Fat book.
Get it off your mind, dude.
Hey man, listen. When you choose to be offensive, I let you be offensive. Let me be offensive, damn it. I don't know. Who would you like to see take over?
Man, that is a good question. I hadn't thought about it really, but there are probably some. I mean, they're gonna. It's a weird world now where like influencers from Instagram and
They better not. They better bring somebody who like is known.
so what was the girl that replaced Alex Trebek? Molly Curium, the girl
Yeah,
from Blossom.
Yeah, but she didn't end up being like the main
She is, I
replacement.
think.
No,
Every
Ken Jennings.
time I see.
I think she does like stand-in, but Ken Jennings like the most winning.
Isn't he the guy that won for all those?
He's like the champion.
Yeah.
He's the one who took over.
He was
full-time.
like the most long-standing Jeopardy contestant.
Yeah.
So he's the guy.
Yeah.
Because every time I end up seeing Jeopardy on, it's her.
She was on for a little while. Like they were going through like a gambit of people to replace to see who's going to be the replacement, and she was there for a minute. But
Why'd you have to use the word gambit?
well, how often do you get to use the word gambit?
A long list of you could. I mean, I don't know.
I've never in 183 episodes. I've never used the word gambit unless I was talking about an X-Men.
I know. I'm asking why'd you have to use it. All right.
No particular reason. I just you run the gambit.
All right. Enough of that. So it's difficult to say. I think there'd be a lot of decent like candidates for it.
They should make Stone Cold Steve Austin the replacement host.
We're gonna give the wheel one last spin. Oh shit! I done broke the wheel.
If you want me to give the wheel a last spin, give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah! He'll be toasting beers and shit,
That'd be actually
stunning
great.
he'll stun the guest at the end.
You have to come out in the vest.
It might actually be funny to watch Stone Cold be the host
I think it'd
of
be great, to
Wheel
be
of
honest.
Fortune. I think he needs to get some more recognition.
He does like other things. He had like the straight up Steve Austin shit that he was doing, and then he has the podcast still.
Yeah, but I'd like to see him in the more mainstream of things.
I would agree.
I think he would add an element of,
Hilarious redneck.
yeah, I think the world needs a little bit redneck. Pause.
Yeah, I mean the most recent like mainstream redneck is Theo Von probably.
Yeah, I was watching
He's
something with him
hilarious.
today. That guy is
He's a nutcase.
he's
but
something
he's
else.
Funny.
I was watching the Joe Rogan clip today. They were talking about how he did LSD and went to the Waffle House. But
Sounds like a good time.
But you know how Joe Rogan always has those like smelling salts at his
yeah,
desk?
yeah. I was watching that
Dude,
episode.
he sniffed that like 10 times. That guy is a true addict.
Yeah,
Like, get away from the.
but he's like a recovering addict.
Yeah.
But like he finds new things to be addicted to.
Yeah, like he just continuously finds a new thing and be like, oh shit, that's also an addiction. Gotta let that go.
They had a hilarious. He asked him. Theo Von asked Joe Rogan. He's like, "Do you think that the weirdest way for a guy to jack off is to lay on his back and with his legs in the air?"
Legs in the air. How do you even do that?
I don't know. And then Joe Rogan was like, "No." He's like, I forgot where he said he was at, but he's like, I saw a chimp. he jacked off into his own mouth. And I was like, this conversation took a real weird turn.
That's weird. That's not like a weird way to do it. That's just a weird way to end.
Yeah.
Like you could have done so many. You could have pointed it anywhere.
But it's a chimp.
That's the
So,
beauty in it. You could literally say, "Up, I'm that today." You know.
Yeah. It always goes back to some kind of masturbation thing when Theo Von is in the mix.
I don't know.
He was like, I think you're just horny.
how do you do that with your legs up? Like how do you like it's not ergonomic.
I don't know the
You know.
yeah, I don't know the logistics of that, but it doesn't. It's
like-
not something I want to try.
It's almost like you're doing it to yourself from the back. Pause.
You gotta like come through your legs from the backside. I don't.
Yeah, I don't understand how that would even be a thing. Like, who would have even thought that?
I don't know, man. But it's just like I guess maybe that was a thought that was spurred by the smelling salts in general. I don't know.
Dude, he'd be on those smelling salts hard.
It doesn't look like anything I'd want to do. Like the looks on their faces after they
There's
smell that
sometimes
shit.
when he does it, he's like, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. I'm like, yo, why would I get it? I mean, it's supposed to like wake you up. Man, just sleep a little better.
Yeah. Or just be tired.
Yeah, either that or just don't care about it. And those smelling salts, I've never really wanted to try them. I remember when I first used to, they would smell like and they'll just go lift shit like it's like a steroid, a
Like
momentary steroid.
Sniff a Sharpie or something if you need to, I
I
guess.
think that's a whole other different effect.
Oh, well, maybe I don't know.
That's like a relaxing effect. I think the smelling
No, I
salts
think that
make
also
you just
kind of gets
mad.
you high too a little bit.
Yeah, but the high isn't always abrasive.
No, but like when people who sniff Sharpies, it's because they like there's like that. It's like a toxicity that hits them, you know.
Yeah, but I don't. The toxicity is more of like a whoa. I think smelling salts are like a big punch in the balls, but like that make you like run as fast as you can for like 10 seconds and then you collapse. So I think you get the chance to lift your personal best and then you drop it and then you're like done until the next smelling salt.
So if you're at the gym and you're trying to like hit new personal bests, that's when you would break out.
You
the smelling
smell
salt.
some salts. How
Deadlifted 800 pounds
it
today,
would be
man.
funny to be like have a sketch where the guy brings like just like Morton's.
Smell like you're gonna get salt dust in your nose, and that's gonna make you sneeze for like
You're
25 minutes.
Oh, man, like, and you're just walking around sneezing, like that guy must have snorted some crazy salt, man. Meanwhile, the blue canister of Morton's in your gym bag.
You just think about some
it's
of the
like
products.
broken up a little bit. It's all like you know how like it like at the end of the corner of a bag with salt, it just fills it up.
Just think about like some of the products that are available. Who decided to try this and make these things? You know, like these things smell real fucking volatile. I'm gonna jar them up and sell them so people can just smell them. And
Maybe somebody realized, whoa, that's a smell right there, and then they were like, I know how we can make money, y'all folks. Just make them smell this shit.
I often have this question when it comes to things that exist in the world. Like, who was the person who decided like this is a good idea?
Man,
Who thought about it?
Especially in the instances of really good ideas,
Yeah.
you know? For some reason I can't like the equivalent of like the wheel. Like, whoa, that person, I don't know how they thought to like let's
That
just
person, the person who invented it was onto something, but he did a really terrible job to begin.
the
Like,
wheel?
He started with wood.
Well, that's all they
like-
really had.
Yeah, but like how uncomfortable were those carriage rides?
How uncomfortable?
My back hurts.
How uncomfortable were those walks instead of when you're rolling that way?
Probably less uncomfortable than
I don't
rolling
think
on
so.
wood.
You gotta just keep walking.
Yeah, but there's like no
Do you think
shock
you could
absorption.
survive back in the
They
day?
didn't have suspension systems like to absorb shocks.
Do you think you could survive back in the day?
Yeah, man.
Horse and buggy shit?
Yeah, definitely. Humans are adaptable. You know?
No, you.
Yeah, I think I could have for sure.
If we threw you back there right now and you had to figure out how life works,
Knowing what I knew today,
what
I would
are
become
what
the
is the
most
over
famous.
under on when the fact when they string you up and just beat the shit out of you until they give you a good old fashioned Western death?
They're gonna like basically put a witch hunt on me.
Yeah, like how quickly?
Because I'm going to tell them this is a stupid idea. This is what you're supposed to do.
How soon do you think that it's over for you if you go back? If we throw you back in, like, this is Back to the Future. DeLorean pulls up, but for some reason, in transit, the thing you need to get back no longer lets you get back.
Can I bring any items with me, or is it just myself?
Items. Give me some. What do you mean?
Just give me like 3 items that I could fit in my pocket.
In your pocket. Mm. All right, but I'm gonna make you wear really tight jeans.
I'm not going there. I'm not. Look, yo, one time I tried to go and try on a pair of jeans.
What are you gonna put in
I
your
tried.
pocket?
I picked the wrong fucking like cut, and I was like, I'm not doing this.
What are you gonna
I got
put
to
in-
my calf, and I was like, I'm done.
What are you gonna put in your pocket?
Well, it depends how far back I go. First of all,
Let's say, I'm talking about like back in the day, like early 1800s, maybe, like Gold Rush era,
like fragrant soap.
where there's like you gotta go on horse and buggy.
I'm gonna wear it fitted on my head.
You're gonna wear it fitted. They're gonna murder you. Like, what is this shit?
No, I'm gonna teach them that they
That
can keep the sun out of their
devil
eyes.
sign on your back.
I'm gonna teach them that they can keep the sun out of their eyes without.
So you're gonna go there dressed in 2023 attire?
Yeah. Well, what the fuck? Of course. What do you want? I'm gonna put on like some knight armor and fucking no. I'm gonna go there dressed like today.
My man, your gear.
You like it? I designed it myself. I call it boo boo.
That's what they're gonna tell you. You could either become the coolest guy, or they're gonna rob you and beat you naked in the field, and then just leave you there. That's possible. Or do you think you could survive in the Mad Max era, where it looks like you just are always running for your life?
I'm sure I can survive.
I don't think you are really.
I just have to get a lay.
grasping.
I have to like. Hey,
You don't really have any skill.
none that you know about. I got
mean-
plenty of skills.
Can you start a fire
Yeah.
without a lighter?
There's 37 ways to start.
Without a
fire.
lighter.
Yeah, without a liar.
What would you do? What would be your go-to? I got to start a fire without.
Well, I have my glasses with me, so first of all, I'm gonna use the sun if I can.
Okay, listen. This is in Tom and Jerry. What's the next thing you're
We're
gonna
talking
do?
about Tom and Jerry. That's
That
really
takes
a
a
thing.
lot.
It doesn't.
That takes a good
If
amount.
the sun is out.
Yeah,
I
okay.
can do it.
Sun's not out.
Okay, well at nighttime.
No, it's cloudy. The fuck? Stupid mother. What do you mean? It's got to be nighttime then. No, there's a cloud in front of the sky, the sun, and it won't go away.
What's the yarn and shit in the middle of the stick, and then you just use the friction. Do
Yarn,
that shit. Or bang 2 stones together until a spark a fucking fire over the little. There's plenty of ways to do it,
I'm
man.
asking you. Your life depends on it. You're not just practicing things
It depends
you've seen
what's
on
a-
Survivor, man. Tell me what you would do.
That's how you do it.
What's the one thing?
It depends how. What
What
my
are you gonna
situation
do?
is.
Your life is at a.
Give me a fucking scenario.
You are.
What am I gonna do?
You are in the woods.
Right.
You've been lost.
Okay.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And you have no way to get back because
Gotcha.
you're really stupid.
Right.
So like you're just like underneath a big tree, and it's getting darker out, but like you need fire because it's gonna get cold, and you want to eat something and boil water.
Well, that's not the first thing you're supposed to do. Start a fire, then make your shelter. Right.
I'm asking you how you're gonna start your fire. Fuck the shelter.
It depends what I have around me. What you talking about? How would you start a fire?
Probably they have that where you got. That's the problem, right?
Yeah,
here.
see, you're gonna die.
No, firstly,
You're gonna die.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm gonna. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna survive, but I know
Hey, man.
that there's certain woods, right? That there's the one where you do the friction with the stick like this,
I don't understand how you're telling me anything different than what I just told you.
because or they have
You're not.
they have the bow.
Yeah, I literally just said those
Both of
things.
this looks like I'm beating off, but I promise
Who the hell
you.
beats off like this?
Well,
Put some lotion on.
well, I mean, it looks like I'm playing with myself a little bit. Like I'm doing this one and I'm doing this one, you know. But I think
it depends. All of it is scenario based.
if we go
you're
camping,
working with what you got.
If we go camping,
Which region of the world
I
am I
want to
in?
get
Like-
the flint.
Yeah.
And I want to try to start a fire. That's what we should do. Dad said when he comes back, we should go camping. We should try to start fires. Naturally.
gonna say before, too, that we
like
should-
as a contest.
I was gonna say before,
$100 to the first guy.
We
who
should
can carry
also
one.
plan a trip like that with like Dave. You know, like have a few people.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get people to do things,
Well, I mean, camping, going away for 2 days, like in a place that's
you would
local,
think would be easy.
easier than going on like a
You would
week
think
vacation.
that would be easy, wouldn't you?
Easier than going on like a week vacation. You know?
I don't believe it is. I think it's the same thing.
Anyway, I think
If
what
the
we've
guy
determined is
that's going to go on a vacation to a beach and that's 1,000 miles away from his significant other is the same guy that is going to go camping, or the guy that won't go is the same guy that's not going to go camping either.
well, I think what we determined is that you don't have any better answers for starting a fire than I do.
No, I would.
So-
I would probably. I'm not saying I'd do it, but I think
Well,
my
we-
best bet would be the The friction, the bow,
yeah.
the bow on there.
Yeah.
I don't think that
But if it's daylight, I can use my glasses. It
that
actually
takes
works.
a lot.
He's got to go and
start
gather
fire.
some flammable brush. You know, gather some fucking
Flammable brush.
gather some sticks.
I got this brush. I don't know if it's flammable. No, I don't know. I mean, listen. I think both of us, with the options we got, we're both equally likely to start a fire in the wilderness. Do we? I would, if we're in a survivor situation, couldn't care less who did it. Just please get it started so we don't.
I'm gonna give you
freeze.
a TI line, and I'm gonna have to replace jail with woods. But put me anywhere in any woods, and I shall prevail. If another man survived, I shall as well.
I don't think that's true.
That's how I feel. Goddammit. And until it's proven wrong and I'm dead, then I am right.
Yeah, but then I can't tell you were wrong. So
Exactly.
I need you to know
Try
that.
again,
I feel
motherfucker.
like you're wrong. I feel like you're wrong.
You can feel that way, but you have to prove it. You know.
All right, so you want to start filming Survivor Man episodes?
Honestly,
we get one episode and it never airs because we never finish it. They didn't survive, man.
yeah, we can live stream it.
I mean,
So
it'd
it
probably
sees
be
light of
viewed,
day.
it'd be nice and viewed. We wouldn't reap
Get
any,
us to 1,000 subscribers so we can live
we
stream on
wouldn't
YouTube.
reap
you know?
any benefits. I think it's 500 now.
Oh yeah, that's right. They changed the
Yeah,
rules.
we still didn't get there.
Come on, man. We just need 188 more.
That's a lot. You would think. I think that might
not
take
even a
us
lot.
another 3 years to get.
It's not a lot. We just don't have people who are.
That could take us another 3 years.
We don't have loyalists. Hey man, fuck our friends, man. Easily, you have more than 500 friends on Facebook. Get your bitch ass on here, hit the subscribe button, and get the fuck out of here.
They
That's all I
don't
need
care.
you to do.
They don't care. Me don't care.
That ain't right. All right, well, we got very, very far away from MJ Sells the Hornets, but again, congratulations to MJ and to J. Cole.
We were talking
and-
about Pat Sajak.
Yeah, congratulations to Pat Sajak. Thank you.
Do you think they end the show?
That man has run for a long time. It's been like 40 some years he's been doing
Do you
this
think
shit.
they end the show?
No.
Really? Do you? Is it
Family
possible?
Feud
Is it
changed
possible
hands.
that?
The Price is Right changed hands. Like, they're not getting rid of Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, but to be fair, I think the run that Wheel of Fortune had
Yeah, but people love that show.
with
They're at least going to try it.
so let me word it. The run that the Wheel of Fortune has had, because Pat Sajak's the original host and so is Vanna White, with the original hosts, far outlasts a lot of the shows you just mentioned. So I think
I don't know. Bob Barker was in Price is Right for a long time.
Price is Right. Yeah, that's the one. I for some reason I didn't hear you say it. I'm talking about Family Feud and
Even Family Feud.
yeah, but they didn't. They've been the part of this for 40
Was it
years.
Louis Anderson? He was at the helm. for
No,
a
there
minute?
was somebody before that.
Yeah, but he was there for a minute.
Again, like think about it. Like their tenure makes it difficult to replace because of the way they present the show, the feeling of the show. It's a lot of old people that watch The Price is Right. You got to remember
Jack
that.
has been very like short fused in the last year or two.
Really?
It's just like as I might make like a sarcastic comment to somebody, he was doing that to the contestants, and I'm like, that's just I find it funny. Like
Shut up, you're stupid. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel, bitch. Hey, spin the wheel.
Like
maybe that should
when
what they should
people
do.
you
It
know
should
like
be on
when,
HBO and they should be able to treat them. But like that was stupid.
you know
Bitch,
basically
spin the wheel, please,
you know like
before I
when
go
the
off
puzzle
on this hoe.
when the puzzle is very obvious what it is already, and there's like maybe 2 letters and they keep spinning. It's well I guess we're just gonna keep spinning then.
Really?
I mean, he probably didn't have as much attitude on there.
Like,
when he
what's
said
that
it,
got to
but-
do with you, Pat?
I'm trying to make money. Pack it out of here. And then, like, you can
His
tell there's like a
name-
little satisfaction when they got bankrupt. Like, oh no, I hate to see that
Oh.
happen. Next,
I wonder if Pat Sajak is his real name.
Pat Sajak.
I bet you.
Pat Sajak?
I bet you it's Patrick. Or it's like
Patrick Sajak.
it's no Sajak is Sajak is definitely short for some sort of Polish name. I'd assume.
Well, definitely, you can tell he looks like he's a Polish.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably like it's not Patrick. It's some sort of variation of Petrokovic, and then like Sajakevich.
Maybe. I don't know why you're able to generalize how Polish names look, but I can't make fun of fat people riding motorbikes.
I made fun of fat people riding motorbikes. We just did it differently.
No, you didn't. You were like, oh, well, maybe he's not fat. Is he 6'5"?
No, I said they have fat legs and they can't ride normal bikes. To to further repeat what I said.
In the news again, Boosie Badass. This time, not so great news. He was arrested on some by the feds. I don't know if there's any charges or anything like that.
Yeah, I really don't have anything to.
No.
That's why I don't really comment on these things because I don't know what's going on.
Just filling people in, I guess.
I would be willing to bet that 99% of the people that watch us don't know or care about who Boosie is.
They might, Either
they don't know,
in Arabic,
or they don't show.
In Arabic, Boosie
or don't
is
care
a kiss.
about what happens in it, huh?
Said in Arabic, Boosie is a kiss.
Yeah, but it's not pronounced Boosie.
Boos, let's eat a boos. Hey man, now when I
So many people are gonna unsubscribe.
No, when I go through and I am adding the video and I say what language it's in, I can now include Arabic.
That means they can hear my voice in Arabic.
Well, no, but they have probably English subtitles.
Oh, that's all right. Well, whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, it's some firearm related thing, but all the best to Boosie.
Yeah, man.
And then we'll get to our last not important topic, and then we'll go to the important topic. I didn't want to go to the finals right away.
Oh yeah, I forgot we skipped that.
Yeah, we didn't do
and
that
you
yet.
mentioned it, so now they know.
Yeah, well, we'll get there. Before that, Nicki Minaj has announced her latest solo album is coming soon.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
And to be fair, not a lot of music has been coming out lately, and I'm really kind of like annoyed by it. But it seems like music is changing the way music comes out has changed yet again. It seems, and the amount of music that comes out by the bigger artist seems to have dwindled a little bit, so to speak.
What I find to be funny is like the main hub that I go to like.
Pornhub.
Well, no, that's a different hub. But I like to look for music if it's not digital, obviously, because Target's like the main retail location around here. But they have a lot more vinyl than they do actual CDs.
Yeah,
but it's still really CDs.
I think that's. I don't know if that's because people are playing vinyl. I think it's more because they're playing.
Shit.
Yes, they are playing to the idea that people like to just collect things.
It's true.
And
what am I gonna do with all these fucking CDs, man? Somebody come buy these off me for a lot more money than I spent on them.
Just wait till I get a fucking man cave. I'm gonna have a shelf the size of this wall, fucking with all my shit, all the cool ass shit displayed. But I don't know when I'm gonna get a man cave. So for now, it's all in a bin.
You hate to see that happen too.
It is, man, because it's like, dude, I would like to see it.
Yeah, it's true. They don't know, don't show, as you were saying. They don't show because they're in a bin.
They don't show at all. So yeah, finals.
All right, well, yeah. Go ahead, Nikki. Do your thing. I'll probably listen maybe at some point.
I probably won't.
Yeah, finals, man. So congratulations to the Denver Nuggets, your new 2023 NBA Finals champions.
Yeah. By far,
first time since they were in ABA.
Some of the funniest champions I've ever seen. Like the coach. Yeah. Coach is feeling himself. Coach is feeling himself. He got a chain. He's like his chain, and then he was just drunk talking. He was like, I got players like Bruce over here. Bruce. He's like, you think Bruce is gonna be going anywhere? Hell no. He's like, we running this shit back. He was like, put that in your pipe and smoke it. I was like, what the hell?
He's an old man.
Jokic
still,
during his post game said, they were like, how do you feel? Like, what do you
He's like, job's done. I'm trying to go home, man.
Yeah, they were like, what about the parade? He's like, parade?
Fuck the parade.
He said, when's parade? They were like, when's parade? They were like, Thursday. He's like, oh no, I have to go home. And then at the parade, he's like, I know I said I don't want to be on parade. He's like, but now I want to be on fucking parade. He said, this is good. This is great. So you can tell because it's probably just what he likes to just drink and celebrate, probably like they do out there.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you put the work in, you got the result that was the most desired result. And you've now put the Denver Nuggets further on the map.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Now they got a banner hanging in the rafters. They really with the finals championship.
They really do have a good team.
They do. They deserve it. I mean, they worked hard all season, man, and they beat Heat. They beat the Heat 4-1.
And it's because they're kind of like their talent was like just kind of developed, right? Like I don't know that all of them started out specifically with them.
No,
but I know that what's the dude's name? Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Like he was great in the bubble, and then he
had
tore
his ups and downs too,
he
yeah.
tore his ACL. He was kind of out for like the last couple postseasons.
Yep.
And then you know, for him to win, and like the coach, they were like, I guess he said that he told the coach, you know, on the plane back after he tore his ACL, you know, like, you know, basically saying, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys end up, you know, playing with my future a little bit more and seeing where, you know, shopping me around. He's like, no, you're not going anywhere. And
Stay your ass home.
but it's just like, it seems like the coach, like some teams would probably be like, the organization would say, okay, this player, though he contributes, we're going to see if we could shop him to see what we can get. And it seems like that team, they're kind of like, no, we ain't fucking with that. This player works for us. He's part of us.
They do that if it's like a team that they think they're pretty much like don't have a chance of repeating. And this team, I mean, I guess it's happened, obviously, like with teams that have the potential to go again. If they've broken up the team, like it happens. But this is it's like a smaller market. It feels that way, even though Denver's kind of like a big city. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels weird.
It's a small market team.
It's a small market team. But they have taken the pieces that they have, and they've done excellent with them. Like they're a great team in terms of like ball rotation. They move the ball. They're a fun team to watch play. They're a big 3-point team, but everybody's
a 3-point team nowadays.
But they share the ball well. They have good chemistry on the floor. They're not like a selfish team. Yeah, and that's usually what's going to get you where you need to go.
And to be fair, Miami really wasn't either.
No, definitely not.
It was like the ratings proved otherwise. Like it was one of like there was a game or I don't know if the series was one of the most watched final series in some years. It was
they kind of brought some interest back to some fans who've kind of like, I'm tired of watching the same old bullshit.
Yeah, because it was team ball, which coincidentally enough is what I was gonna say made it seem like more of a boring finals, like teamwork ball, like
it's like watching the Spurs play the Spurs.
That's exactly. I was just gonna say that it's just like the Spurs, you know, like but that's. I mean, maybe it's a breath of fresh air because of the fact that you're used to such offensively, you know, almost like there's no offensive plan. The plan is to have no plan. We're just going to try to get that wide open 3-point shot.
Go out there, have fun, and handle business. You know, like,
yeah.
And it's funny because when you look at Miami's roster, outside of Jimmy Butler, it's like a team of misfits, right? Like it looks kind of like how the Bulls have looked like the last decade.
Yeah,
which is like people who don't necessarily go together. Why are you even starting? There's nobody else that you can choose. Like,
but like they pick those obscure players and they end up being very big contributors to the cause.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of basketball, though, I played my second week in a row Thursday.
Hey, all right.
Yeah. I'm joking. It felt, dude, honestly, it's feeling, just even stringing 2 weeks in a row together. Like, the second week I felt.
Give me your improvements from week 1 to week 2. Shot felt better?
Yeah, just ball feel. Pause.
The way the balls feel. Did you feel like you had your legs under you better?
Yeah, I mean, more along my leg. I didn't feel like I had a lack of legs more than I had a lack.
It's like your body knew what to do this time.
A lack of footwork. And like this week, there were like though I still, in my opinion,
you get out on the break.
Yeah, I actually. So funny thing is, we played like 1 or 2 games, and then we eventually turned on a 10-minute clock, right? So it's up to 11 or 10 minutes. So we were trailing the team. And we came back. I think it was, we were 10-9 them, right? And
Deuce?
Deuce? No. Oh. So we were out. We get back on defense, and I intercept the pass, and it was like 6 seconds left, 7 seconds, and I was gonna just run it out. Like I knew I thought we'd lost. I wasn't paying attention to the fact mathematically we could win. So they were like, go, go, go. So I was like, fuck it. So I had a guy that was trailing to my left, or not trailing, he was leading to my left, and I was going to pass it to him, but I said, fuck it. So I shot a shot from half court dead on and made it at the buzzer, technically, and we won the game. Okay. I was like, look at that, man. Shit felt good. It's not my only game winner I've ever hit. I've hit a game winner on Adam's team before in an actual league. Bitch.
Yeah, but not on me, man.
You know, I
Yeah.
thought about that shot the other day. I was like, man, that was a really nice shot.
You wouldn't have hit that shit on me. You know what I mean?
I hit it on your whole team.
You didn't hit it on me.
The whole team lost.
I wasn't guarding you.
Your whole team lost.
You know what I mean, man. You know?
Your whole team lost, so it was on you technically.
That's because people weren't doing what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. You know?
No, they were all doing
Putting wrong people on the wrong
they
people.
They
and
did what
shit.
they were supposed to do.
No.
Lose.
Listen, man.
You lost.
Listen, man. Break yourself. All right.
No. I broke your team's
No.
heart.
You broke that guy's heart. The one who was supposed to be guarding you.
They was when I
and let
think
you hit the shot up.
Yeah, well, y'all also did the same thing because you could have came to me too. The inbound was definitely coming to me.
Hey,
you
listen,
knew that.
man, let me explain something
The
to you,
inbound
all right?
was coming.
In that league-
you knew that was the best part about that shot.
In that
you
league-
knew where the ball was
in
going.
that league,
it was like
I
when
played-
MJ, right? MJ had you knew MJ had
This
to get
guy.
the ball, right?
You're feeling yourself too
You
much.
knew the ball was coming to me. And yet you the whole team,
Yeah.
5 of you couldn't do anything.
You're feeling yourself
You
too
guys
much.
were,
And I would like to also point out that I was playing on a sprained ankle for the majority of that league.
oh my God, you sprained your ankle conveniently that game,
No, not that game.
that play.
No, not that
I was
play.
down the court.
Fucking wrong. Fuck out of here with your bullshit. I was out there playing playing my heart out, some shit that LeBron would never do.
Well, let me tell you something. Your heart wasn't.
LeBron would have been crying to get off the court and have 4 dudes lift him and pull him off the court and bring him to the back room.
Your heart wasn't good
Fuck outta
enough that day. It just wasn't.
Had nothing to do with my
And
heart.
neither were the
All right.
other 4 guys that were on your team.
It was the other 4 dudes'
You
fault.
guys were a bunch of
You would
just.
never scored that shit on me.
Yeah,
All
right. I would have scored it on. They would have gave me 6 points instead
man.
of 3 because of how good it was on you.
List your shots. I blocked mad of them.
Yeah, but not that one.
Mad of them.
Not that one.
Yeah, but I wasn't on you. Pause.
Doesn't matter, dude.
It does.
Anyway, your whole team
You
lost.
can't. Yeah, what do you mean doesn't matter?
For that reason only. For that reason, that game, you guys will always be losers. Always, just a team full of losers.
Did you make it to the championship?
We didn't.
Exactly. Now shut up.
Yeah, that was a bad team. My team actually wasn't good. My team wasn't good.
On some nonsense over there.
We were a pretty bad team.
Well, it was a good league. It just really sucked that it only
It lasted
for
1 year. Yeah, that was.
Well, it started before that, and then when we got in, it was just 1 year.
Oh, now that we're starting to get other people in here, we're not going to allow that kind.
Got to get into some
Do you think it was racially driven? They just shut it down because of us?
it was an Asian league.
The way you said that.
There's a lot of Filipinos. Yeah. But those are the people who I've played ball with. Well, one of the groups of people that I played ball with my entire life.
And the 4 that he played with on that team were all losers after that
I
point.
think there's one white guy on the team with me.
He's a loser too. You're all losers.
Hey man, guess what?
Every last one of you motherfuckers.
Hey man, fuck you.
Actually, I
why
think
is
it's a-
fucking Dick Butkus over here always riding?
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think
Cool.
that's about it.
All right, well, word up, man. We're gonna get out of here and get some food and then relax and chill. And we got the day off tomorrow, and
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
happy Father's Day again.
We
you
said
know.
it late, so nobody's ever gonna hear.
No,
that.
we said it early too.
Oh well, hopefully they heard
I
that.
said it. I don't know if you said it.
I mean, how
but
early did you say it? Because
Pretty early on.
I'm pretty sure,
Like in the
watch
intro.
watch time's at like 36 seconds.
I think I said it somewhere in that time.
Oh, I was like, thought you were confirming that I was right. I
No,
was
no.
like, why are we even doing this?
It's like a minute and 30 seconds. This thing goes on way too long.
Like, why are we even recording 50? Dude, the fact that we used to record literal almost 2-hour podcast, so stupid. Nobody even, there's hours of
There was like 8 people who watched it that long.
there's hours of podcasts out there that nobody's ever gonna watch.
As I told you before we started, man, art isn't always appreciated in its time. You know, like
Well, we
nobody
needed
nobody
to,
gave a fuck about the
'cause
Mona Lisa
we-
when he first finished that shit.
Yeah, but Mona Lisa.
And now they look at that shit like, wow.
I'm pretty sure Mona Lisa didn't even take half about as time as we've put into potting.
I also still don't like the Mona Lisa
Technically,
very much.
the
It's
Mona
kind of a
Lisa
creepy-ass photo,
is
man.
trash art compared to our
Yeah,
trash.
that's true. It's
Fuck the Mona Lisa.
really creepy, honestly.
It's weird.
Like, I don't want your eyes to follow me. You're a picture.
Like, and she's not even that hot.
No. So when Jay said sleeping every night next to Mona Lisa, I was like, that's a bad example.
The modern version with better features. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
Well, what time are we at right now? Because I actually had something I wanted to say about Beyonce, but I don't know how much time we have left.
That bitch bad. That bitch bad. It is. We got a few minutes.
Okay, cool, great. So this is what I want to say about Beyonce, right?
Hold on. For fear of not understanding where he's going with this, I'm going to say these thoughts are only of Adam and Adam.
Nobody is
alone.
watching at this point. Relax yourself. The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast. All right, so listen, right? When it comes to Beyonce, Queen Bee for sure, right? Like you go back and look through
You do
some.
know about the beehive. Right?
Yeah.
that actually could help us.
Yeah, listen.
Fuck the beehive.
I hate you, bees. I hate you, bees.
Yo, that'd be great to have that fucking queued up right now.
So like, all right, you go back and you look through her discography, right? And like, she's the queen, right? Like, she has the most features with Jay, who's obviously like the greatest hip hop artist by the numbers, right?
They're fucking married.
I know, but like outside of that, like she's her. She's her. My only one gripe with Beyonce is this, right? She had that song like all the single ladies, all the single. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you're Beyonce, and not only do you have some fire pussy to bring to the table, but you also have successful hit after hit. You have all kinds of money in the account, and you are actually bringing more to the table than just some pussy. You can say, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. But don't tell all these single ladies running around here, you gave them a complex. Like, they need a big dose of humble pie because they think that just because they have a vagina, that they should be getting a ring on it. No, you got to do more than just have something that God gave you, you know?
The thoughts, views, and opinions.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't just say, I got some good dick, so you ought to buy me a car. That's not what I said to anybody ever. If they wanted to, I wouldn't stop them. But I'm not coming in here with this sense of entitlement just because I have something I was born with, you know? I don't think it's a hot take. I think that's the one issue that Beyonce, like, you're Beyonce. So, like, there's a difference. There's levels.
Call me Beyonce?
No, not you. You're not Beyonce.
I'm Beyonce.
You're like
always.
you're like Beyonce, like the historic version with less better features. You know, like the Mona Lisa.
You're terrible at this.
I don't think so.
Anyway, after Adam sent strays directly at Beyonce, which isn't a stray
It wasn't
at
at
all.
Beyonce. It was at the people who she has empowered that really don't deserve it.
All the women in the world.
It's Father's Day, goddammit.
Shout and it's Men's Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So please, men, be healthy. Women, you can be healthy, just not no.
Your mental health is not important this month. It's secondary to the men's mental health.
Your health is always important. Men just
let me say things.
go through life.
I just like to talk shit. If that hasn't been clear in 183 episodes, then you guys are watching the wrong ass show. All right.
Or not enough of it at all.
Yeah. Kasson Avenue, the show where we just talk. You know, not a podcast.
Not at all. Not at all.
Any parting words for the viewership out there, or
You're not watching.
lack thereof?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, you came all this way just to say that nobody's watching. You might as well, you know, yeah. If you have anything,
Actually, 183 times and
what
counting.
does Mike Tyson say at the end of his show? There's millions of people watching. Where can they find you?
He says that?
He had Stephen A. on there most recently, and then Stephen A. was like, "Well, they're gonna have to get in contact with my publicist." Something. He's like, "I'm not giving them my information to get to me." He was like, "Well, like how can they find you?" I was like, "It's the same question." But yeah, so you can't find us. We only have our Instagram handles at the bottom of the page at the beginning of every episode that we do. It's the little extra, you know? A little extra that I do.
That they also haven't seen. So go ahead and tell them who we be.
Thank you all for tuning in to Kasson Avenue, episode number 183. For those of you who did obviously tune in, I'm not thanking you if you didn't get this far. If you didn't get this far, then fuck you. Damn it.
Which they also didn't see, so that
Yeah, but
matters.
it matters to me to say it, is all I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah, so this has been a fun time, you know, to me anyway. Fat people don't get on motorbikes. Happy Father's Day to the good gentlemen out there who are taking care of business. Obviously, a special salute to our pops. And y'all have a good weekend, a good long weekend. Make sure that when you are celebrating Juneteenth that you understand why, and don't just take the day off work and, you know, be happy
What
to
if
have a day
they
off work.
made you take part in things that are related to the day that they've given you off
Like my
for
job?
8 hours, and otherwise you have to go to work?
I don't like that.
Well,
Don't do it.
I wouldn't celebrate most holidays. Then.
No.
Maybe Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
I could eat for 8 hours.
Well, no, because there's a much different background to that.
Just gotta go. Never mind. Never
We'll see
mind.
y'all next week, man. All right.